This is what it's all about. This is what you've been working towards since last spring. All through the summer, all through the season, up to this point.
So we roll into Gatesville because Hamilton's field had been flooded through the rain, and so not able to play there. They moved the game to Gatesville. Very cool. We played back in '06 there, and it was a grass field at that time. Now it's turf.
And this is my first year at Richland Springs, and my first year play football as a high school student. And it's an honor to be here, to be a Coyote. It's been a life-changing experience for me. They've welcomed me into it, and it's like a new home to me. And I love all of them. They treat me like their own son and everything. It's like a small family.
We've come to that part of the season that every single one of us has been looking for, the Texas High School football playoffs.
Do you realize there's 32 teams left in Division II in the state of Texas? After tomorrow, there'll be 16. And I plan on us being one of those 16. You understand?
Being here, I didn't really expect it to be a really Christian-like school, but I mean, when I came here, they opened up and they brought me to know God better and to have a better relationship with Him, and I like that a lot.
I pray that everything that we do will be pleasing to you. God, I ask that you be with this team. Thank you for this opportunity. God, be with the coaches, and Lord, we want to love you, and we can't say thank you enough for letting us be here to play the game that we love.
And now it's pushing off as we begin the contest for the legion. Started on the goal line by the player Brandon Fox. The starting for the Coyotes, Brandon 20.
You know, it's a pretty good night whenever you start off a game and you're ahead 16-0 and you've not yet run one offensive play. That's what a kickoff return for touchdown and interception for touchdown will do for you. First quarter. Got a little track meet quality to it.
It was really good.
Here we are with all-around star of the game, Walker Tippy. How'd you feel about it, Walker?
It was a good win. It was just we looked pretty sharp on offense, defense, and got the win.
How many touchdowns did you score? Let's say you threw a couple, you ran a couple. What else? Let's see. How many tackles?
I don't know.
It was a bunch. What? How many interceptions?
One.
How many pancake blocks?
One or two.
I saw them all. You played an outstanding game.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Here we are with Cameron Parham, number 45, a sophomore, and possibly a Rhodes Scholar one of these days because, or maybe just the president of the Mensa Society, but he's that smart, aren't you, Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows he's that smart. So how was your game? Did you have a good game?
Yes, I did.
I think you did. You blocked well.
Yes, we got to get them in there, don't we?
How many pancakes did you have?
3, maybe?
3. Outstanding. A lot of tackles? A lot of tackles. Cameron Parham, one of the good guys. Good job. Well, Coach, congratulations on the by-district championship. How's it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. You know, it feels good to get the win and get to go another round.
I don't know how many gold footballs we have, but it's a whole bunch, isn't it?
Well, I'm just proud that we have a whole bunch, and we're blessed that way. And I felt like our kids played well tonight to earn that gold ball, and we're going to continue to do so. Keep trying hard every week.
Now, I know the game hadn't been played yet, but based on relative strength of teams, it looks like it's going to be Milford.
Yes, sir.
But they still have to play it.
Yes, sir.
But, they're very talented, very athletic. Tell me about them.
I'll tell you what, Milford, we played them a few times in the playoff, and every year they bring it. They got some good athletes, a good program. They've been in the state championship game a couple years ago. They know what it's like to be there. That's what's crazy about now is every team that you play has been there, and they know how to react to the playoffs. So each week's going to get tougher, but we know, there's a possibility we're probably going to play Milford, and, we got to strap it on and get ready.
Well, just tell them all the time they got to buckle their chin strap.
Yes,
right?
sir. We're going to prepare. I promise you that.
Counts will show up.
We're going to show up. We'll be ready to play. And good Lord bless us. We're injury-free tonight, and we appreciate the opportunity He gives us. And I tell you this right now, I'm very proud of our boys, proud of our coaching staff, and our community. It's just an awesome feeling right now. And I know, I tell these guys enjoy the moment tonight, but. I'm already thinking about our next opponent right now. I'm ready to get back and go to work.
That's it. You'll be watching a little film tonight, won't you?
Oh, yeah. I'll be watching on my phone on the bus on the way home. So,
congratulations, Coach. We love you.
Love you too, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
We've got this first of what we hope to be 5 playoff games under our belts. And it's always good to win. It's always good to have another by-district championship. But we're now moving into the part of the season that we have really pointed for. And, it takes incredible kind of focus when you get down to these games. We've talked before about how great it is that 16, 17, and 18-year-old young men have the opportunity to be in a real pressure situation. Not everybody gets that kind of opportunity, but they're getting it early on, and it's training for, all the different kinds of things that they're going to face in life. And so they have to be extremely, extremely, extremely focused, laser-like. I mean, when they focus, when they lock in, when they point, the opponent's in for a very long, long, long evening. There is high expectation, really across the board, that this team is going to win that 8th state championship. And, those of us that are a part of it, of course, we believe it and are expecting it. But that, that creates some different kind of pressure. And to be able to be a front runner and to be able to continue with that front running status and to perform as you're expected to perform, it can be difficult. The amazing thing about this group, and really through the years, even when there's been a lot expected out of them, they fulfill and even play beyond expectation. Sometimes the difficulty can be when you are so overwhelmingly successful offensively. I mean, when you talk about running 12 offensive plays in an entire game, how do you get in the kind of repetition? How do you get in the kind of work that you need to get in? Well, you have to do those kinds of things in practice. You have to simulate what the situation is. And our coaches do the most incredible job of helping these guys think through all different kinds of scenarios. I mean, it's amazing. And they're almost prophetic. I've been in the locker room and I've listened to, Burkhardt or Rogers say, well, here's what you can expect. Here's what's going to happen. And when it happens, I don't want you guys freaking out. I don't want you guys being worried. We'll do whatever we have to do to make the necessary adjustments. And in the end, we'll take care of business. You don't know what the results of these games are going to be in terms of who you're going to face on down the road. I mean, first of all, you have to take care of business and win your own game. But, we're looking at a whole host of very good, very athletic, very competitive teams. We've got the Milford Bulldogs Friday night in Gatesville, and those guys are very athletic, a lot of speed. There's a history of us playing them, in the playoffs before. And so I know they're going to be gunning for us. And then when we think about Calvert, an amazing athletic team. You think about Kroll or Strawn possibly in a semifinal game, or if we're fortunate enough to take care of business and be there. And then you're talking about Balmorhea or Valley and for the state championship. And we're talking about really, really good teams. And it's really, it's really such entertaining football that, if I lived anywhere close to where one of those things was going on, I'd be there. Several years ago, the guest speaker at our athletic banquet at the end of the year, in fact, it was after the 06 season, that would have been in the spring of 07, was Sam Harold, who played football at Brownwood, who was the head coach at Ennis and won state championships there, and whose son Graham was the star quarterback at Texas Tech, played in the NFL, played in Canada, very successful. But he was the guest speaker, and he said to the guys, he said, there's 3 key things if you want to repeat. He said, you're going to have to stay hungry, you're going to have to stay humble, and you're going to have to stay focused. Well, from top to bottom, coaches, players, all of them, they're doing those 3 things. I'm having to work on the stay humble part.